I finally had no choice but to relocate for space. So now we have a cube-ish, and the next thing we need to do is add the top and bottom. Now the top needs to be like as level with the top of the stuff as possible, and it won't just sit there before being welded. So to position it, I'm going to temporarily weld 4 little holders onto it, which will sit on the edge of the TPU. And you really don't want to be overzealous with this, because if you are, you'll end up just ripping bits out of the top layer of the top piece. Each one of these has 3 weld points that form a triangle, so it can't pivot or wiggle or anything on one of the welds. By the way, it's a good idea to make these, if not transparent, then the same color as the top. So that should be strong enough to hold the weight of the lid once it's had a second to cool. While it's cooling, actually, I'll do the bottom piece as well. And then it's a bit fiddly, but just set this in so that all 4 corners are inside, and then the top edge of the flexible part will be flush with the top surface of the hard shell piece. Oh, this one still managed to pop out. Now that all 4 corners are welded, I can take these right off again. And then, like before, I'm going to weld the sides in 2 passes. The first one is mostly just to squish some TPU into the fuzzy skin that goes around the outside edge. And the second pass is going to be to fill in the trench between the yellow and the white to make it a finished, airtight, strong joint. Current filming time is 12:20. Let's see how long this takes. Ah, the button got stuck. Oh, wait. Oh, double tapping it makes it go continuously. Wow. Too bad I didn't know that, like, days ago. Oh yeah, one way to speed it up is to kind of press this just ahead of the welder to make the joints smaller, so there's less space to fill up. Or maybe it was behind, I forget how to do this. Okay, that one side took 2 minutes, so all 8 sides theoretically only take 16 minutes. And then carefully check for leaks that are visible, because I think the strength of this weld matters a fair bit more than the others. I've never actually had one break, but I do believe this one is under more stress than the rest. I'm not an expert on things like that, but I think it is. I don't really have a clever technique for spotting holes in this. It's mostly just once the thing is complete, you press on it harder than you normally would when using it and see if you can hear any leaks. By the way, each side individually is symmetrical, and this part is symmetrical, and the overall square of TPU is symmetrical, so only when I add this piece does it actually get anything resembling a orientation that needs to be kept. By dragging the welder in the side of the fuzzy skin like this, I'm creating a kind of transition layer between TPU and PETG, which I think makes the weld a lot stronger. Thing is, I can't see anything unless it's in the overexposed part of the lighting. So I gotta do my final touch-up with bad footage. But I'm just making sure that the fuzzy skin area is totally covered.